they're all on the move, which is good. Paisley Park amongst horses. Home by the Lee is broken because they dropped the tapes. They just nicked a length or so there. Thought Home by the Lee might have anticipated it, but they've let them go. Now, Florian Porter's dictated in his previous winnings of this race. It'll be interesting to see where Dashel Drasher sits, because he's a front runner in the race for the first time. On the far side, Home by the Lee, ridden slightly more prominently. So these three have strung them out early. In fourth place, in a squally shower, side of Burley on the outside of Ashdale Bob. Paisley Park is sitting in midfield with Tehupu, Classical Dream and Blazing Cow making up a line of four as Florian Porter steps over the next. And the French pair are last early on, Henri Lefarceur and Gold Tweet. Gold Tweet in the silver colours was very keen on the way down towards the start. So Florian Porter, Danny Mullins has invested a little bit here to ensure that he's got the lead. He has the advantage by 3 lengths from Dashel Drasher. Now he'll just have to decide where he can begin to get his breathers in. Racing in third place, Home by the Lee, with 3 lengths to Ashdale Bob on the inside of Side of Burley. Classical Dream has just moved ahead of that little group. Paisley Park is next with Tehupu as they string out the Blazing Cow. Got the back pair, Gold Tweet and Henri Lefarceur. So uphill towards the fourth. Florian Porter just in a little bit tight. Big lead by Classical Dream in midfield. Paisley Park just a little bit awkward, as they've now got this long run for the next flight of hurdles. Out in the lead, Florian Porter. 2 lengths from Dashel Drasher in second as they turn downhill. 3 lengths back in third to Home by the Lee, and a couple to Side of Burley is on the outside of Ashdale Bob. A break of a good 4 lengths then back to Classical Dream. Paisley Park with Blazing Cow in white and blue. Tehupu in the very pale colours with the black sleeves. Gold Tweet with Henri Lefarceur. The back markers, and they'd still be a good 15 lengths off the pace as they run downhill. So Florian Porter making the running, but not been able as yet to get the sort of sit he got in when he won the race 12 months ago. Dashel Drasher in second, Home by the Lee in third as the rain gathers more momentum. Ashdale Bob over in fourth with Side of Burley. And at the moment, that group of 5 hold an advantage of 5 lengths over Classical Dream, Blazing Cow on the outside, Paisley Park on the inside, then Tehupu, and still Henri Lefarceur and Gold Tweet last of all. So they are pretty well strung out here, and Florian Porter gallops on, leading by a couple of lengths, and Dashel Drasher in second. Home by the Lee is in third place as they make their way up the home straight. Side of Burley and McManus Hoops, and then Ashdale Bob. And still this cluster of 6 at the back, Classical Dream with Blazing Cow, Paisley Park towards the inside, Tehupu towards the outside, Henri Lefarceur and Gold Tweet. So they're reaching flight number 6, Florian Porter. Over it well, mistake by Home by the Lee. A mistake he snatched at the flight of hurdles. His back end just sprawled slightly. JJ Slevin sat tight, but that has cost him 2 positions and about 4 lengths. A pretty serious error. And also, of course, has rather interrupted his equilibrium as they've now passed halfway. And as Paddy Power Stayers hurdle, out on the front end, Florian Porter turns away with the lead from Dashel Drasher in second. Side of Burley, Ashdale Bob with Home by the Lee trying to recover. And this is where they have quite an intense period of jumping. Blazing Cow is in 6th, 3 flights of hurdles coming up quickly with Classical Dream, Paisley Park. Henri Lefarceur making slight progress as Florian Porter led them over that. Gold Tweet still held up at the back. Paisley Park just briefly chased along, but that's all. As Florian Porter is now pulled clear. Dashel Drasher's a good 5 lengths away. Florian Porter towards the next. Over in the lead. Dashel Drasher's second, Side of Burley and Classical Dream both made mistakes. Classical Dream possibly distracted by the flapping hurdle by the error in front of him. Blazing Cow is improving into 6th place, but getting closer in the chasing pack. Didn't jump that overly well. In blue and white, Paisley Park's hitting his flat spot quite a long way from home. Just cajoled along at the back of the main group. So this pace continues unabated as out in the lead Florian Porter just by 3 lengths, so maybe this is the time. Danny Mullins just trying to fill the tank. Dashel Drasher second, Ashdale Bob, then Home by the Lee on the outside, Side of Burley on the inside, Classical Dream, Blazing Cow, and behind these we have Tehupu just trying to creep into the race. Paisley Park again just ridden away from that with Gold Tweet still held on to, and Henri Lefarceur. So they're now making their way downhill, and a long run before they encounter the second last. Florian Porter out in the lead. Home by the Lee, despite that error, is coming back on the outside of Dashel Drasher. Then Ashdale Bob, Side of Burley. Tehupu making ground with Blazing Cow, then Classical Dream. Paisley Park under the pump at the moment, trying to keep up with a few of the youngsters. Gold Tweet has gone by him towards the inside, as Flooring Porter has the advantage, as they're still on this run downhill towards the second last. Flooring Porter home by the lead, Dashel Drasher, and up on the outside, home by the lead in red and white, Ashdale Bob side of Burley, Blazing Cal and Tiupu getting a little bit closer. Paisley Park trying to stay on from the back. Flooring Porter snatched at the second last, rather sat down behind. Tiupu is making good progress. Dashel Drasher is back into second, then home by the lead, Blazing Cal as they make the turn for home. Dashel Drasher on the inside of Flooring Porter. The eye is drawn to Blazing Cal. Tiupu now beginning their challenges on either side of the two leaders. Then behind these is Side of Burley. Dashel Drasher coming down towards the last for Rex Dingle. Tiupu switches out. Then Flooring Porter home by the lead is still in there pitching. Side of Burley as well. And Blazing Cal is just the one pace. Down towards the last in the stayers. It is Dashel Drasher who is out in the lead. In second place Tiupu. Then Side of Burley and Flooring Porter at the last. Dashel Drasher sets up the run in for the shock. Side of Burley to Hooper and then Flooring Porter. Dashel Drasher with Side of Burley conjuring up a challenge on the outside. Side of Burley moves through the lead and it's Side of Burley who will win at the festival again. Mark Walsh for